Society, of course, has to start the cutscene like this. It just has to, because it's Warhammer setting. It's horrible. All right.
It's always horrible, isn't it?
All right, cast. Viewers. Today we are talking, at least on my channel. I don't know if the Emperor's there. And yes, my guy is really crazy looking. On what we would do if I made
Jesus
if we
Christ,
made,
your dude looks demonic.
Yeah. If we made a short film on Star Wars, and believe me, what we're gonna have it on is Revan, and I know the thumbnail has what looks like a Keanu Reeves Revan and all that stuff, but I don't really give a care because it's just a cool Revan pick in general, and what era we would set it in, and we'll talk a little bit about the hypocrisy of what they're doing to Star Wars theory later. But if you were to make a short film, Emperor, what era would you say we would have to set it in? Because I would say the Old Republic is the most easiest one.
Because the Old Republic, technically, right now, has no official canon background. So you can take characters that the old EU kept separate because of time periods, and by my understanding, the canon pushed back the Old Republic even further back in time. So, where it was 2,000 years, in the old EU, it was about 2,000 to 3,000 years, the Old Republic with Revan and all that was going on. This one, the way it's described now, because of Lord Momin and all those new Sith Lords, with lightsabers, because lightsabers didn't it was 6,000 years ago, it was Force swords. Now it's lightsabers, unless they're really pushing back the centuries.
Here's what I would do if we were making one. The first film I want to make is the Tribal Sith. Because it's
Tribe of the Sith, I think Tribe of the Sith you would have to do, let's say you do a main Republic story, Tribe of the Sith would only work is if, let's say you do,
No, because they're not using lightsabers yet, and of course we wouldn't have the money for lightsabers. You can get swords pretty damn easy.
Imbue, give them a Star Wars aesthetic and make them glow with the power of the Force. Because they used to glow with the color, like red, blue, green. They still used to glow.
A verbal blade used to be like that, yeah. So I would use verbal blades, which is back before the Revan period, and plus that's always an interesting period to talk about. You know what I mean? You have.
But it was the Sith. You know, it was the Sith that perfected. While the Jedi were using battery packs on their lightsabers, the Sith were the ones that invented the portability.
Yep, to a degree. So yeah.
Only the ancient Sith, like Marco Ragnos, Naga Sadao, all those people.
Oh wait, tell them the news. Tell them the news. Who's coming in the next villain? We forgot to mention that.
Crate. Lord Crate.
Lord
the Tusken Raider turned Sith.
In the film coming up that's been announced.
Well, no, it's not. The film is not coming up right away. That's one of the ones that developed. They're trying to see what they're doing it now. They're trying to set this up like Marvel, where they're having all this stuff lead up to people coming. Right now, they're doing it in reverse. They're having all this media tell you more and more about the past. Because I think if they're doing this Old Republic thing and they're setting it like 6,000 years ago, which is very far, that means the Old Republic era is going to be... That's a lot of time gaps to fill in. That means you could still do the original stories, if not expand the original stories. Like, you can have more than one Mandalorian war. They've already talked about the first Jedi-Sith war, but they didn't talk about the Great Schisms. They didn't talk about any of that yet. So that could be still brought onto the table, because what's the difference between a war and a schism? I forgot.
I think one's like a skirmish and one's like a freaking...
So I would say if they're gonna do that, you would have to do a trilogy, calling it would have to be called like Star Wars Origins or something, or the Origins of Star Wars, or Star Wars Lost Stars or something. I don't know, like Lost Stars, like shit that took place in the past. You can't call it the Old Republic because the Old Republic already has establishing stories.
Yep.
Or at least events you expect to already start popping off. But with this one, it would have to be called Knights of the Ancient. Like, you would have to do a play on the old, because they're not going to call the movies Knights of the Old Republic. That would be a great nod. That would be a great. That'd be a great nod.
That'd be epic, but it would piss off.
No, that could be the title of the film that introduces everybody to the Old Republic. Instead of calling Star Wars the Old Republic, this is at the time when the Knights and the Sith were at their highest. You could still call it Knights of the Old Republic, and it still be about Revan. You can still do his story alone. Just take the fucking story off the BioWare game. That's the first fucking story. Like, obviously, streamline it to where you're not hopping around the galaxy, but it can yes be an adventure film.
You could literally make it so all the information is on one world that we don't know of.
No, you can still do the Starforge things, but this is
the Starforge information instead of having to hop planet to planet.
No, you can still have them hop planet to planet. Just have them go to, because you know they're still going to be planet traveling. Have the Starforge pieces. Have them only get 2 of them, and reveal it to where whoever's the villain has the final piece, and they fight at the Starforge, which it could be Malik, it could be Malgus, because right now the rules aren't set on who can participate and who can't participate, since, you know,
we don't know.
Like right now, we can take that mural that they showed us in the visual dictionary seriously, of all of them, all the Sith Lords in the same thing being honored, but it's like they're being honored simultaneously, not at separate periods. So you would already have a fucking gang, a Sith gang of villains, so to speak, except one sees the falls in the Order, breaks off when the Order is destroyed, and creates the Rule of 2, which would be Bane. And I could see by a situation. Can you imagine the situation where Revan would Nihilus on top?
Oh God.
Nihilus, but here's the thing: they would have to take away Nihilus's non-subservient rule, and he would still have to be like a.
And you're gonna need to nerf him a little bit. You're gonna need to make it so he can at least talk, instead of just being a freaking vacuum death machine. Sorry.
Well, at most, what he can do, instead of taking limits or draining, you know, because he can drain unlimitedly. That's the stupid shit. I think they should limit it to where he takes something that tries to drain from someone so strong that it could repent and rebuke him out. Which
Why don't you just make it? I have a better idea. You just make it so he silvers.
That's what I'm saying. No, he self-destroys himself.
No, he silvers off of other people. You know what I mean? Like
that's what I'm saying. Let him siphon off other people. But let's say if he siphons off somebody too powerful, it could have negative repercussions, like someone like Revan.
Yep. There you go. There's limitations right there. Take a note, authors. Don't make too big Barry Sues like the Borg.
See, what I would do
You have to create limitations.
But what about Darth Sion? Because Darth Sion is a Sith from the ancient era who basically lives, you know, comes back from the dead every fucking time because of his anger. Seeing Nihilus without Sion would be weird. They expect Sion and Traya to be there. But I think Traya should be there, but Traya should be a mutual party. She should not be Sith nor Jedi. She should just be somebody that has absorbed learned from both. You would have to discard the whole her being the master, though.
Here's what I would do. To implement Kreia properly, I would have her be the one who had introduced Revan into all this shit. Like, it's always been implied. You know, it's never been really...
Let her be the one that teaches him like after the temple. Like, let's say he no longer goes back. 'Cause remember, he couldn't go back to the temple because they were going to be trialed for all the shit they did, even though they won the war for the Republic and all that. And the Republic wasn't going to try them. The Jedi were. So you could just literally have them be rogue Jedis for the first. They say, "Oh, great Jedis don't exist in canon." What did Revan do when he fucking left the Order to fight the Mandalorians?
Yep, he went rogue.
Yeah, I mean, rogue is the new term for great.
Yeah, honestly, I really hate the fact that they want to get rid of the concept of a gray Jedi. And no offense to any fans, it's just the gray Jedi concept is, even I've read the code to you before, is very fascinating. They believe
and
in
it
both.
almost makes you wonder that that they find a way to coexist with and use both sides of the Force without a detriment to their body or to them.
Yep, they have to dance like crazy, but they can do it.
And I want them to go back to a time. Yes, I don't give a fuck what people say. Bring back that high-level, over-the-top prequel Star Wars lightsaber battling.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a fuck what people say, because Lucas said, when we saw Luke in them, you were barely being trained by dudes who could still move anymore. So he had to develop on his own, and he's more so fighting like a broadsword wielder than he is a until he started to fully master himself and his movements. He fought like a medieval knight or a broadswordsman.
Hello there, Kenobi. Ha ha ha. I'd follow to Revan, if anything. But
which Anakin, you could say he fought more like a samurai because that's what the motherfucker loved to do. He loved to fight.
And he had a code of honor. Exactly. He had
He
a code.
did. He does. Well, yeah, he did to a well. That's actually you're right. He did have a code. I'm about to say because that code started to fucking shake a little bit.
No,
in
I'm
Clone
just
Wars
saying.
season 7.
I'm referring to he had a code of honor. He didn't see the clones as disposable toys. He saw them as people.
Them. Yeah, he saw them as people, even though they were clones. At the end of the day, they had their own personalities. They had their own. They developed through the war. They showed you that.
And what did the other Jedi look at the clones as? Disposable pawns. Anakin was like the exception and was always ostracized because he looked at the clones as people.
No, Ahsoka also saw them as people.
Yeah, that's what he taught his disciple. You should.
Yeah. Obi-Wan did too. Obi-Wan respected and cared for his men. Cody and all the people in his unit. Because remember, him and Anakin had their own separate units.
That's true. Obi-Wan didn't. I think Obi-Wan looked at them as brothers in arms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't see them as like individual people. He saw them as brothers in arms that we fight together and die together type thing. Anakin saw every one of the clones as its own individual because, like, he was always hesitant on, like, he was very careful of his men.
Like, even when he worked with the Bad Batch, those are clones that definitely got their own characters and personalities. He's like, I like them, because he likes they have a similar attitude to him when it comes to getting shit done.
Mm-hmm.
A success, I guess.
Which I'm looking forward to their show, because I know their show is going to go into the Empire era, so it makes me wonder, do they have inhibitor chips that make them do Order 66, or are they like the Commandos, where the Commandos don't have that, because the Commandos are already... That's what they don't expect, like, the clones to develop such a personality that the chip actually won't work.
Yeah, that's the thing Anakin kind of encourages. He's like, I don't want you to be a freaking mindless droid. Have your own individuality. Yeah,
and with some people, like when Rex tried to shoot Ahsoka, when the chip took over him, he struggled because he couldn't even immediately pull the trigger. His arms were raising it, but he was trying to force them back down. Mm-hmm. And he gave a code word to Ahsoka saying, find him. Like, I think she was trying to say find Anakin or find somebody before his programming took over, and then she fried the chip in his brain, and then pretended to try to take her off for execution. They both escaped, and then he went to go find his other clone, like a couple of his clone commander friends, and took the chips out of them.
Yeah, always interesting as they were it's always interesting just the how
I like how they retconned Rex into Return of the Jedi, but it's worth it.
Oh god, yes.
That dude, that old dude with the beard, looked just like him in Rebels, so they just said, fuck it, he was there, and now in future medium, like in the comics that have taken place after, before Rex, passed away naturally, he talked about, he was like, I was there to see the Empire fall in the forest. I was like, you know what? As the biggest clone, you fucking deserve it.
Yeah.
I like how now in Mandalorian they shot like a blaster. You know how they're always like shooting off screen?
He says
like,
find them fives. Is what Tenra said.
Fives. Okay, yeah, fives. There was fives, Gregor. All the other clones that he would trust, if they moved their inhibitor chips, that he would trust them to not flip lid.
Yeah, but yeah, if we were to make a Star Wars film, I'd say with the budget we were probably given, where would you set it anyway? And how would we? As I said, I'm always a bones writer. I
would set it on a more of a planet having a civil war, like a civil war type setting, with Jedi. A group of surviving Jedi, like just a band, probably like about 6. Make it like a rogue squadron, like a little squadron of guys that they've been the one protecting and doing all that, and then the Imperial Remnant calls. This could be another thing that takes place after the Return of the Jedi,
or during it. A story of the survival of Jedi.
Yeah, but by that time, Vader would have gone there, and Vader would have fixed that problem. So we have to keep him away.
I would set it in the Outer Rim.
That's what I'm saying. But even then, in the Outer Rim, Vader goes there sometimes.
Yeah, but I would make it so that when our Jedi were going off, it would be during the, let's just say, the chaotic time of the Empire, the Death Star part, where Vader don't have a lot of time to concentrate. You know what I mean? On the Outer Rim area.
That's true, but they would have to be fighting someone. Like, rumor is that the dude from Fallen Order Tyrone Malekith did not die when you defeat him with the help of the Night Sister. That apparently he's gonna be coming back.
Well, hey Libra, you finally talking?
Yeah.
He even went to Naboo's at some point. Yeah. That'd probably be for a funeral or whatever. Is what Taylor just said.
He went to Padme's tomb to pay his respects, but her body wasn't. Her body, yes, was taken to a tomb, but it's not on the tomb that was on the surface. So when he wanted to just see her body one more time, and then it wasn't in there, then he cracked. He assumed somebody stole the fucking body or did something, so he broke the top layer of the tomb, but he didn't do it as of hatred. Like, he was like, I'm pissed off that, because if somebody already defiled her body and took it, defiling the fucking place ain't gonna be much of a problem for him, because he's already more mad that he thinks somebody did that.
Oh god, yes.
And
yes.
even as a gift, guess what he has? He has the original starship from episode 1 that he left with her in off Tatooine. And he has that in his collection. So Palpatine just gave it to him to fuck with him.
Yeah. But yeah, I would just I would have ours be a story of a small gray Jedi.
Your character's a heretic.
Who, mine?
Yep.
No, he's an Inquisitor. He's just a very...
He's a heretic.
These ones are lucky to be alive. There is more that need your
I
help.
slam heresy.
Well, I wouldn't slam heresy too hard around my guy because he's gonna whack you with his hammer.
That chick that keeps talking to you on there is screaming heresy.
Oh, well, he gets along fine with her. Yeah, I think they bullshit all the time. They're like, yeah, go ahead, do it, see what happens.
I know, it's like they talk about heresy so loosely.
But do remember, you are talking about two people who have the authority to glass a planet.
That's true.
Not even in Halo.
Make jokes.
They make jokes of glassing places. Oh, we should destroy this ship.
Some of that.
We should destroy this ship just for the lulz. I'm like, really? You know how much?
That would make you feel good about yourself.
I often wonder just although if I was to make a Star Wars film, you know what kind of droid I want? I want an HK-47 droid in mine. That personality. That's the droid. Sorry.
I may ask, why do I do this? Here's my answer. What's this video about?
Oh, I was asked one person basically why I do YouTube and stuff like that. Well, there's my answer.
China.
Well, not only that.
We'll look at that in the later. I just got up.
Oh, yeah,
why are you on here if you're not wake up?
I forgot to immortalize Kyo by making. I had downloaded the clip. I have to make the GIF of him swinging his arms, saying China, 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 and put it on Twitter. Because on Share Factory you can make GIFs on there, so I just got to get that clip of him.
Oh my God, Space Marines! How many do I have to help you with?
I issued the challenge.
I saw.
I hit 40 subscribers.
You wait, what? Who hell?
Find the evacuation points and I'll
I
have
issued the challenge if I hit 40 subscribers.
He's gonna try to beat the game on the Grandmaster Fallen Order.
That's if the people vote for that one, or if you vote for the other one.
What was the other one?
Doom 3 on veteran mode.
Doom 3 on veteran though would still give you more of a chance.
Yeah, Fallen Order is literally Dark Souls, and that's a game you're gonna need to stream. Oh God!
Whenever I get the PS5,
I think you've got my chat learning. I think you've got my chat learning how to spam the China thing. Tenro, if you want to go find out what he means by the China, go look up the video, the Happy Holiday video I made.
I know, it's like every time Kyo has to do a video, he just like this in the middle of a topic, he'll just be like, look, and on furthermore, China. Anyway.
China. It's become a verbal tick. At this point, I think it's a verbal tick.
It's a verbal. It's fucking Tourette's. It's Tourette syndrome you have now. I swear. Can you imagine if you're in the Chinese restaurant and you'd be like this? I would like to order China. You'd be like, yes, you're in the place called We Order China. How may I help you?
Yo, China. Sir, shut up. Ah! There's a green monster. The green men have come for me. It's a giant chaos spawn.
Ooh.
Stay away! Stay away! I must purge you for your heresy. I just want the loot that you're guarding.
My dad sent me another $100. Now I just have to wait for it to deposit into my account.
Oh, shut
Jesus.
up. Would you quit bragging on money? I am broke.
It's not that I'm bragging, it's just, it's unexpected.
Quit flexing. Flex off stream. If you're gonna flex that much, send me some stuff. Or some stuff.
Okay, but this time around he had the money, because if you know my account, you can just deposit the money order. He took a money order and he put it in there. So.
Oh, you...
Yeah, I know, he's not doing it in the easiest way, where I'm like, yeah, Pop, can you just do it this way?
You just want to make both me and Leaper's lives miserable by just saying like, oh yeah, this. I'm just like, we just want to go, really? How much fame am I building up? At this point, I'm afraid my guy might be a little bit too feared. What am I talking about? You're an armored freaking sorcerer.
They blow shit up now in a single hit. Huh?
Did you get a chance to look up my cat?
I saw Spocky. Spocky's a little bit, he looks like Libra's video on Spocky.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to see it. I didn't even get an upload. I don't understand why I don't get none of the notifications.
You have to nowadays go to the subscription box.
No, I know, but even then, the little picture, your picture that would pop up with, let's say, it would pop up with a blue dot to say that it was uploaded, but then nothing's there.
Yeah, I've got to put a thumbnail or something on that video where I talk about, you know...
It's the frickin' algorithm for some people. Like, literally, sometimes Sega Lover probably can't see my video either.
I want to strangle the algorithm for what you did to me, algorithm. How dare you put Biden on my podcast?
But yeah, it's there, John. I did do a video about him.
Oh, okay.
How dare they?
And I'm hoping I get some comments about what people want to vote on.
Oh my god, Tenro said it was, he watched the video and it was damn funny on the China part where I'm dancing. See, I filmed that right before I went on to see my family, so yeah, that whole filming was ahead of the time. Although, be glad you weren't here on the stream, the ghost stream, Libra.
Why? What happened?
He hit his head with a fucking 2x4.
I was taking apart my black giant entertainment center that you see in the back thing, and as I was dang it, the 2x4 bounced and hit me in the head. And then as I'm going through further, I actually slammed my finger. I missed the board and hit my finger with the damn hammer.
Ouch.
So I didn't have a fun time. Actually, there were several times, if you go on a stream, if you can hear me, I'm cussing. I didn't ask for that to be immortalized. I did it as a gag for Christmas.
You've officially done something.
I can't believe you did that to yourself. Come on. What's going on?
It was a Christmas gag to everybody who's always made fun of the China part, so you know, I wanted to make a 2-minute gag video on it.
Oh,
this is probably why you don't turn on a cam or have a. This is probably why you don't need a PlayStation camera, because every time you get mad at a game, you just be swinging your arms, saying "Fuck China, 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 fuck China."
Do you want to imagine my hand movement gestures?
Oh my God, they'd be Korean Trump. You'll be like this. I got something that all the other people don't have. What do you mean? What, Corona? And let's ask China how they got over Corona without a vaccine.
Dude, don't bring more of this. If I have a COVID thing on my thing when I check there later, I'm going to be pissed.
I'm looking at it right now from the phone. You don't got anything.
Thank gosh.
Oh.
What's that, what's the HDR thing? What's that feature about?
It will turn on the high definition rendering, like, you know how to... Okay, basically it's the 4K settings, but you need a 4K TV to do it.
Okay, well, I was experimenting to turn on and off just to see if it makes the screen more color vibrant, and I noticed if I turned it on, it does.
Yeah, it does, especially with some of the game, like a difference between. I've done it with Assassin's Creed where one it would look, and this is me understand. I was like, yeah, for some reason the HDR makes it look too, like the color's too accurate, like everything melts together. But then when you turn it off, everything has bright colors. Everything's like bright, like the freaking average tree.
Bright lights, big city.
Yeah.
That's the way I want it to be. I don't know. I can't think of what movie that was that did that.
Bright lights, big titties, yay!
Do I leave the HDR off, or do I turn it, or do I leave it turned on when I get to the Last of Us game?
I think you should turn it on, because I had it turned on when I streamed, and it made The Last of Us look really good when I was playing.
Oh god, don't ask me to play Last of Us. I've already got DDD and a copy of
We're talking about the first one.
Oh gosh. If I swear 10 row, if you get random people in there just to hit the sub mark on me, just to hit the 100 sub, I'm going to have to go install DDD and literally start the campaign mode.
Dream drop distance.
Yes, DDD. It's dream drop distance. I'm not constantly saying dream drop distance because that's gonna be horrible because I'm gonna have to explain time travel, Zemnis, how nobody in a Heartless work.
Planet.
Hey, I want them to glass certain planets. I want the authority to glass planets as an Inquisitor.
I want to fucking glass the Aladdin world when I was there.
Oh, and what?
And I wanted to glass the final fucking level in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, are you referring to the?
I was having a good time until I got to that final battle. That final battle almost made me quit.
Oh, you didn't like the one-on-one with Ansem, or
fuck no, hell no.
Or the one-on-one with the giant Heartless dude. No,
I could take that. I'm talking about when he.
And you didn't like the one-on-one with the ship Ansem?
Yes. Well, even at first, Ansem the Wise was pissing me off in a one-on-one fight.
The gate is closing, but reality is still bleeding into the wall.
Now I have.
Reality bleeds?
I now have all of the I have Hitman 1 and 2 combined together in one game. Sweet! Now I can just go around mass murdering people with a screwdriver, a pen. What else can I use? I made somebody.
That's my little eye. I see a poster I've never seen before.
I made somebody in this game's head explode.
What poster is that in the background, Kiyama?
Which poster?
The one that's blue and it looks like two characters on it.
Blue with two characters on it. It might be. If it's one by the light post, it might be the
Not by the light post, the one on the wall.
Oh, that's the Fate Stay Night Unlimited Budget Works one again.
Oh, okay.
I have two Fate Stay.
Keel's all about the auxiliary works.
I actually have a Kingdom Hearts poster, which you can't see. It's for the.
Yeah, you're in the way. I do see your shelf again now.
Oh yeah. You know that giant black wall thing you see there? That's holding up that one poster? Yeah, that's gone now. I had to disassemble that on John's stream, and I was a disembodied ghost, and John probably almost busted a gut the whole time, laughing several times. Because he thought my pain was funny. At one point, you're just making up stuff I'm saying. You're like, oh, he's saying... Oh.
I said that you got hit in the head with a 2x4 barbed wire.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not what I have in my hand!
And they bought it too.
Oh, man.
Gina. What if Kingdom Hearts was made in Gina?
Well, then we'd be screwed because then the Chinese would really go ham. But speaking of Star Wars, we deviated from this topic. Where would you want to set the Star Wars film that I would do it? I would actually probably have 2 Jedi or 3 Jedi and 2 monk kind of dudes. You remember that Force monk dude that was in Rogue One? I want some of those in my film.
Those people obviously, even though they don't use the Force, they're sensitive. They have a belief to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I want 2 monks. Well, that's the characters I would use. And as enemy, wasn't Thrawn still camping out somewhere in that time during?
Thrawn is still, by my understanding, well, we don't know where he's at in the Mandalorian. We just know Ahsoka's hunting him. He could be setting up. Right now, they're already setting up like the 30 years that takes place between. They are talking about doing the Heir to the Empire War with Thrawn leading the Imperial Remnant in a second galactic civil war.
Yeah, that civil war was not pretty.
Unlike what Palpatine does, Thrawn actually uses clone soldiers, not the Jango Fett clones. He just takes clones of Imperial soldiers and just does them so he creates he tries to have clones made fast so he can have armies.
He creates cannon fodder.
Yeah, he creates cannon fodder, but at least they're able to obey more than regular and shoot better than a regular stormtrooper. Why is it the special classes can actually shoot and not miss?
That's actually kind of sad that that's even in lore now.
Yeah, the Death Troopers didn't miss.
It became
the Clone Troopers, they damn sure didn't fucking miss. Especially when it came to killing Jedi, they popped them guns up quick like. I almost heard fucking Ryu's right in my fucking head when I see clones shooting people.
All right, so seeing as if we were right at what era would you have it? Old Republic era or the current era, or possibly way in the future part where Luke and all them are dead? Like the Legacy of the Force era.
It still has to be in a timeline where you believe there's still, well, not believe, but there could still be Jedi from 66 still alive, and they don't know that it's safe to come out yet.
That is true.
It's a tough part. It's a tough call for me to frickin'.
That's the trickiest part is where to put it. You know what I mean? What time period? I mean, even for a low-budget film, 30 minutes, I think having 2 monks there, the Regards General, and 2 Grey Jedi would be great. That would be the plot, and I would literally make it a jungle planet where the Civil War's going on. This small skirmish is taking place. Because jungle planet, you got jungle warfare. Just imagine, you got a guy who can be...
That's true.
Because, this is me skeleton writing again. Jungle planet, you can do jungle warfare, and if you're 5 people, and you're taking on, let's say, a small army, you got... Force users don't need to do that. You could send the monks out there and do tanking. And they would be going, okay, I sense them on the far left. Monk, go out that way. Sense them on the far right. Go that way. Grey Jedi 1 will meet you there on the left flank. Literally.
Some fucking storming. Well, no, they already did the storm the beaches type of thing in the main timeline with Scarif.
No, but I'm just saying that. Just imagine it, like the monk dude that you saw him for.
No, you know what the fuck they need? They need in Star Wars. It needs to be set in the Republic because I want to see a Jedi and Sith siege battle.
That's true.
Sieging like a Sith fortress, or just sieging a fortress in general, fighting for it. I know there's not gonna be siege ladders, but you know there's gonna be Sith jumping out of ships and shit.
We can't have all that stuff. We have to make it over the top.
That is over the fucking top. Jump out of ship? No. You know what's over the top? I would recreate what Malgus did. Have all those fucking things crash into have all of them crash into a ship. The door opens, bam! Like 40 or 50 red sabers turn on.
That works.
I'd be like, yeah. One, we have to see we would have to see the temple destroyed again in the Old Republic. You would have to have a.
was gonna say, you know, one of those parts where you thought I was gonna struggle. I actually managed to get through it just fine. You know the part where the guy runs and tells his crew member that that one of his crew is dead. Well, apparently I got through that just fine.
What?
You know the part where you have to go like top to bottom and like kill everybody, and Ellie's trying to cover you with her rifle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got through that just fine for some reason. Like I literally stealth killed everybody, and it was only until like I started beating the crap out of certain somebody that they started, you know, calling for the backup. But I was still managed to pull through.
Gina.
Well, if you say the HDR is better to turn on, I'll turn it on. I'll leave it turned on.
But it depends how you want to play the game, you know. It doesn't look different either way unless you're really looking.
Now, with the HDR on, does the frame rate tank or does it stay the same?
It's still the same, because I didn't have those problems when I was streaming. I only had the problem because one day I had the connection issue and it split the final part of the stream to 2 parts.
Yeah.
I don't know why, John, but for some reason, that remaster seems to like give me the worst luck ever. Like sometimes the enemy starts glitching and my melee weapons, they connect, but it doesn't look like they're connecting.
Yeah, so yeah, timelining would be the only hard problem I think we would have with it, but I really would want to make a Jungle Warfare 1. No romance! I mean, I'm not a guy who's anti-romance and it's fiction, it's just... ugh.
You expect that to happen in Star Wars.
Yeah. I just already have it pre-established.
But I think it needs to be done. It needs to be. Well, you know, with Revenant Ambassador, it's going to be a whole other. If they do this, if they do that, that would definitely be showing.
That
how
needs
far
to take place over films. It needs to take. If I'm to do that, their relationship needs to build up over films.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely.
We can't just have "I Instantly Love You" Part 1.
No, it would have to be during the first film. His actions or something like. Show it to where if like say Malgus or someone's trying to threaten her, that's when he starts to use his dark side powers more so.
I would say for a while they just literally if we're going to Old Republic films, which they're gonna make anyway, I want them to just be dancing around each other until like the final film. You know, they have a thing for each other. They're just too damn prideful to admit it. That's in game character.
Even in the game, yeah.
She's like, I like you, but gets the code. I want that.
Revan's like, fuck the code.
And she's like that because she's going to be a sell. Oh, wow, the Thunder Hammer. That does damage. Okay. Okay. Orders exterminate all heretics, so this works just well for me.
Tuh.
So I guess I get to be Thor for a little bit. I just said for the Emperor.
Yeah, John, you'll have to manually look for my channel sometimes, because for some reason, sometimes the algorithm screws the channel.
Yeah, I know, that's just like weird.
And for those who say, "Oh, hit the bell," I'm always like, "No, just manually check your subscription box. That's just the best way to do it."
Even when you hit the bell, it doesn't. It still can make your.
The bell works for live streaming. That's actually what it works best for. Playing videos, yeah, it's hit or miss. But I have noticed the bell icon works great. Like unless I'm streaming or you're streaming, people know like right away. Because the bell icon works faster on that than the other things, which kind of doesn't make logical sense, but oh well.
There's a bunch of fucking Santa Claus zombies. Are you kidding me?
Are you seriously here fighting Santa Claus zombies? Santa's season's over. Santa, go pack your bags.
I'm playing Dying Light, so yeah.
Pack your bags, players. Even my shinobi has to right now get out of her Santa outfit. And I think my player in God Eater has to get out of her Santa outfit next time I play those two games. I don't want that thing. The cannon doesn't work well for me. Sorry, I'm too in your face to be allowed to use cannons. No, I'm not really sorry. I am actually thoroughly relishing the bloodshed that I am committing. Because I'm getting rid of traitorous Marines. And besides, I think we all can relish evil characters in this, because nobody's good in this game, this setting. Everybody's a horrible person.
Oh, very much.
Some of these diseases are really messed up.
In that, oh yeah. Even I'm like, well, what the fuck, man? There is no hope.
Like, I wonder what the creators of the lore were thinking then. Were they just like not in a good mood with people, so they just like, you know what, we're just gonna make the most messed up setting ever.
For real.
Hey, G-Bane. I mean, because I think Warhammer, it's got inspiration almost everything high sci-fi.
It's got glassing.
It's got glassing. Before glassing became a thing, cough cough Halo. But except they do it worse. They not only go either glass a bombarded planet, no, they'll crack its core and make it so it's unattainable.
Woo!
They will literally make it so that no life can grow on that planet. There was actually
Nita Sarkeesian off the roof. I feel good about that.
I'm purging all fanboys and all hypocrites for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm playing Dying Light right now. I wonder if I should just free roam this since I beat the game and just go around killing zombies on stream for fun, and we're just like, who's that bitch? Oh, that's Geeks and Gamers.
What's that beeping noise I hear in the back?
They're checking my smoke alarm, which is fine with me. If I don't get a smoke alarm, whoa! Why somebody did? Oh, wow, man! I did not know that, G-Bane. I just been paying attention to the chat. Wow, I guess Star Wars Theory fanboys and us theorizing about Star Wars film really pissed off the Star Wars people. Not that I really care.
Wait, what now?
I've got like a ton of dislikes because of people of our opinion of Star Wars. Probably. That's hilarious. Thanks,
you're talking to a person right here who should be considered the authority at this point.
Just take a look at this. It's actually kind of funny. Yeah, I think we hit a nerve with a couple people. They must have just like come in, hit the dislike and left. Because that's like one of those things. And it's funny because we've just been sitting here talking about, well, if we made a Star Wars hero, use Jungle Warfare, use this. I mean, that just proves how divisive the fan base is. You can't even talk about
if it doesn't function with their headcanon, then it's not good.
Hey, we were going to talk about how it's messed up how Star Wars Theory has been getting a lot of flack when he's more neutral than we are. Well, we're pretty neutral too. And you're also talking to a guy who made a film for free that cost a lot of money. I point to you, Yellow 2 Flash. I don't see you making films and not making a dime off it.
I still want to know why you made fun of that guy that was crying or whatever.
That's Star Wars Theory. Star Wars Theory is probably the most neutralist of the Star Wars people, really. And like, you know, I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying it's kind of really messed up. Like, yeah, and he says, Yellow Flash's like, oh, I guess he doesn't know how corporate works. I'm like, he knows how corporate works. He just doesn't. I just don't think he agreed with how Lucas was treating him, considering how nice he's been to Lucasfilms. in promoting your merch and stuff, and not being a phantom menace.
Or a fandom menace.
Yeah, let me phrase that, a fandom menace. Like, he even says, I don't like The Last Jedi, but you don't see me harping on it.
He even points out he didn't even let that destroy his enjoyment, because he may not like how it's portrayed, but he understands what in the story makes sense for shit like that to happen.
Yeah,
He's
like we do. We bring up the Force cutting off of the, the Force cutoff thing.
Yeah.
How Luke cut himself off from the Force, and he's like, that's a thing. This is a thing. This is a thing. Although I don't know how he feels.
Yeah, the Sith have done it before.
Yep. And he
when
was
they
bringing
wanted to repeal, like for Sith, they want to repeal or repent themselves. They cut themselves off on the Force until they feel that they're ready enough to tap into it without tapping into the dark side for help.
Mm-hmm. See, Star Wars Theory, even in that movie, looked at it from, I wouldn't say a neutral view. No, he critiqued the lore. He's like, you know what, I don't like the film, but you know what, let me do something better. Let me critique the lore and correct the lore. Because I remember looking at him like, man, you're the only guy who's actually bothering to correct the lore here. You know? Like, how many are bothered to know all the auxiliary works and bothered to, like, hey, this is actually how this is done.
I'm raising my hand.
I'm raising my hand because I read the books, but I didn't read the comics because I couldn't afford comics. I went to the library when I was younger and read a ton of the books.
That's what I had to do during when they send you to the library in school to get a book.
I went to our public library and literally read almost most of the Star Wars books I could get my hand on back then when I was a kid. So yeah, they didn't have comics, unfortunately. Now they have a comic section. Curse you, public libraries. Okay, that's not me being mean. That's just me taking a crack shot.
Oh sweet, I got sushi.
Oh god, I hate sushi. Really, are you eating sushi?
I should eat it on stream to trigger you.
I hate sushi. It's disgusting fish wrapped in seaweed and shoved with rice. I swear, a turkey, I could rather watch a turkey being made where you shove the stuffing up the turkey's ass than eat that monstrosity.
Hey, at least it isn't your food sin, so...
Oh man, if someone forced me to eat sushi, I might, how do I put it, strike my food self. I would probably be like,
No, that's not your food sin. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, I got what you said, food sin. I thought you said that. No, food sin is, pineapple on
I know
pizza.
your food sin, yes. At least John
G-Bane,
isn't eating that.
I don't like sushi. It's not my cup of tea. It's just not for me. I don't like it. It's a raw fish that's wrapped around with seaweed and stuff there. I made fun of it because I thought sushi was a Chinese thing until I got made fun of and just like, hey, Japanese eat sushi too. I was like, crap. It was when the I hate Sony thing, and I literally was like, look, if I say I hate sushi, I'm going to get this. And yeah, I remember many people laughing at that. They go, by the way, sushi is a also is in Japan. In Japanese, I was like, piss, really?
Wait a minute, they give me hentai and sushi?
Really, you almost make me choke for a second.
Kyo wants to choke. Well, do I have another story time for Kyo?
Oh god, no. Well, I'm already facing this dislike city, so go right ahead. Let's piss off more feminist frequency.
Did I tell you about that time that that I messed up my dad's, me and my brother messed up his session with a woman?
No. Why is it always on my stream that we have these weird conversations? Like finding out what a chicken is. Really?
I'm getting you fandom. I'm immortalizing you.
I've already immortalized myself by accident by creating that Christmas meme video just for a joke. I did not think it would take off. Even the music, I guess, works. It just works, to quote Todd. Who's glad in like 48 hours we won't be in this hellhole 2020 anymore?
You're preaching to the choir.
Oh, I've been preaching to an empty choir for about almost a whole year. I'm like, I hope next year's not as crazy as this year. Or can it top it?
Can it, though?
Yeah, I'm wondering, can it top this year? I mean, so many things happened that were either bizarre, crazy, political bizarre, natural disaster bizarre, that it's just like, it's the year of the meme. Honestly, I'm missing my sweet Meteor of Death. I mean, a Meteor of Death was supposed to come and hit the White House on Election Day, but it never happened.
This is a straightforward rescue mission. Get in, save some Imperial units under fire, take command of the survivors, and get out. I don't even dare to ask why an Inquisitor
Heresy.
is handling this. I mark the distress beacons and the extraction zone on your map.
Gio?
Hmm?
Oh yeah, I shared your tweets and all over Twitter. That's why people are coming. And it's being retweeted by followers.
Oh, if you should probably tweet this. I can't top explosions. oh, G-Bang, yeah, you can't top explosions and The Last of Us 2 not being one to be pillaged. that is true.
Wow, so Colt Eastwood dressed up as Master Chief and broke a PS5 with a mallet.
Who?
The Xbox fanboy. I've mentioned him to Libra.
Oh, I've never heard of this person.
He's basically J-Tech for the Xbox, but at least he can form propaganda.
So he smashed a game with a mallet?
Hold on a second. I gotta grab something.
Hey, you got class to dress up as Master Chief and do that. That's original.
We should class a planet.
Xbox were like, yes, Xbox is awesome, by the way. I would agree with you, G-Bane. I especially like the Series S, the new Xbone, because free dev kit, legalized ROMs.
Oh wait, what?
Free dev kit in the new.
Oh yeah, that's right, that's right.
I want it for that thing. I don't care if I have to pay $20. That's dirt cheap considering the amount of stuff I can do with that.
And I bet you think you're gonna buy one and resell one.
Actually, with the amount of ways I know how to mod stuff, I'm pretty sure I can make a pretty penny doing that.
Well, there you go, Keo. Get your online cards, no excuse.
You want the KFC console, G-Bang? Yeah, that looks like a great... If they could turn it into a refrigerator, it'd be great to hold my drinks.
Well, the Xbox had that opportunity. This is what they should have did. The Xbox mini refrigerator, the PlayStation, since it looks like a router, gives you exclusive, stronger connection to the internet, unless everybody pays an extra fee. Since you already have a Plus account or a PlayStation account in general, you will get the maximum internet where everyone else in the house gets shafted. Nintendo needs to catch up to the modern era and stop staying 2 decades behind every time they do something.
Oh god, here we go. But that KFC console, what's it play? Does it play Steam?
I don't fucking know.
I want to know, is Steam like a Steam thing? Because if it's just
That'll
a
be funny
Steam
if the
machine...
KFC console did what the fucking Steam console could not.
Yeah, if it allows you to access Steam and you can just have your chicken wings warm all the time. That'd be awesome.
You better be cleaning that every fucking day.
Oh gosh, I wonder how many house fires will be created because of that. That thing. Oh, I remember the Ouya. I remember the Ouya.
Yeah, remember what Fraud Tech USA used to say about the Ouya? Let's go back to 2012. What that fat fuck used to say about the Ouya.
We're really gonna go this far, okay? Only on the podcast on the Kioma do we go
Hey,
this far.
if there's one thing, I'm sure if there's one thing Retro wanted for Christmas, is one thing.
Say it. I know you're gonna say it, John. Just say it.
What am I gonna say?
Just say it.
Wait, what am I gonna say? I want to know. You take a guess.
The KFC console.
I was gonna say parents, but okay. Who went down an alley and lost his two parents? Batman SquarePants.
Only on this. But then again, I am the guy who blasted "Proud to Be in America" on your
I got a
Pro
picture.
Force.
I got a picture for you to laugh at, Keo. Listen to what this picture says. It says, "You can't go into heaven unless you are forgiven by every person you've killed." And it says, "Yeah, well, I haven't killed anybody, so okay." And then it points. It points to the video games saying, "No, all of them, video games included." And then it has a picture. It has a picture of a dude sweating at the bottom saying GTA players. And on this picture, God's pointing at the creeper from Minecraft, Bowser, your Sims characters you let die, the Shadow of the Colossus Titan in the back.
You know that would be a horrible thing.
Voss!
Hey John, speaking of the KFC console, do we know much about it other than the specs?
That it's a heat warmer, it's
Yeah, that's the
and-
heat warmer, and you
That's
can
it.
put your chicken in it. Have you seen that thing? It's like a circular cylinder. It's funny looking.
It looks like a fucking KFC chicken bucket.
I wasn't gonna go that far.
And it's
Well,
literally,
let
it's
me-
literally called the K. You can get this. It's called the KF console.
You know,
Let me
they
know
brought-
what games it plays, and I'll probably be interested in that. Maybe.
I think it's probably
They'll be
just
like
gonna be
this.
It's
They'll
gonna
be
be.
this uncensored like our chicken. Once that word uncensored pop up, Libra's like, I'm dropping my money.
I would.
We'll be like, we have Fairy Tale uncensored over here. Kill's like, I may have bought. Not Kill. Libra's like, I may have bought it I may have bought it already. Fuck it. KFC
And-
console.
And watch it be this. We have the true Last of Us that you wanted, where you play as Joel and Abby gets killed 10 seconds into it.
That would be a
just
system
be
seller.
gold. That would just be gold.
That would be a system seller, wouldn't it?
We'll give you the Last of Us 2 you wanted. It's fan made though.
Which is great. I want a fan-made game.
I'm sorry, I could just see so many people who hated the Last
And
of
for
Us 2.
$10, you can unlock our dev kit. Keo's like, I'm dropping the money and I'm getting some chicken. I got work to do emulating, but damn, I want that 3-piece to warm up. By the time I emulate these 5 games, this food should be ready.
Man, can't they just make it so one's a cooler so I can just have my beer or like any drink I drink in there constantly cooled? I'd much rather that than
That'd be something.
a warmer.
I used to have the Call of Duty refrigerator. That shit was awesome.
Why would you get rid of that?
Operation successful.
I
What
didn't. It
happened?
broke.
Were you high?
Oh, it broke. It broke.
Oh, I was about to say, was this one of those days where you weren't thinking straight and you accidentally did that? I mean, I could see that.
Yeah, no, I chucked it at my brother-in-law. And his fat-ass skull was so thick, it broke in half. After he had to go get 25 stitches.
Nice way to lose a Call of Duty refrigerator, by the way.
And it was,
Was
the
it-
Nuka fridge. It was the Nuka fridge at that.
Oh man, you won the one that was at the Taco Bell.
No, you can pre-order that if you pre-ordered at the time for Black Ops. I think it was Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 2. No, it was Black Ops 3. If you got the $200 version.
Man, I knew people who were eating Taco Bell drinks like crazy trying to get that damn console.
Oh, the PS5, yeah.
Not the PS5, it was when they had the special edition Xbox Series X or X. You know, the first X-Bone.
You mean the XSX?
I don't know. Why don't they just call it Ecstasy at this point?
I won't be able to get the Xbox Series Ecstasy. No, that would be a code name for the next system. Be like Xbox Ecstasy. Be like Project Ecstasy. where we finally remove all censorship, and with VR we let you simulate what it's like to touch these. And then there's a picture of JTech at the bottom saying, "We friends, right?" Don't get me started on Keo. Keo will be like this. No, no, no. For VR, I want that game that John showed me where I get to kill everything. Hi, China.
Oh my god.
That's super. Oh yeah, just for you. When I get that superhero game, that Megaton Rainfall, I'm going straight to China. I'm like this. Keo, you better start dancing. China, China, China. Boom.
Isn't that the one where you can blow up planets and stuff
where you
like
glass
that?
the planet? Yeah, like the one that I showed you. There was like a Saiyan simulator. I would do that just to hear screaming, and I wouldn't blow up the city from the top until I was done. I would land down in the streets and just start blasting individuals first, just to hear them yell, and then I'll go up in the air and I'll be like this. I'll be like, people of China, even your price of keeping your chicken for $1.29 will not save you here.
So, Libra, would you buy the KFC console if it decided to take all censored games that Sony had and then would uncensor them all? Libra?
Where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
Intelligence assets report several vulnerable cogitator stations in the area.
It says his
Exact
thing's working. He
locations
doesn't have a
unknown.
connective problem.
Tech priests predict
Well,
moderate hostile
well,
presence.
darn. I was about to say, I think I know a couple people who buy the KFC console if all of a sudden they could put in physical games and everything that was paywalled or censored became unlocked.
They said it was gonna have a 2 TV already built in.
It's gonna have a TV built into it, so what? I can take this thing wherever I go and.
Like I had like a terabyte, 2 terabyte.
Oh, well, I thought you said a TV built. I was like, what?
TV terabyte.
I get it, terabyte. I'm used to people
I
just
used
saying
to
the
have
word.
I used to have the PlayStation 2 screen that you would have you would put it inside this little carrying case that would have the power and everything that you could power the little PlayStation. You can power the PlayStation inside and it has a fucking screen.
For some reason I'm unlocking a ton of trophies. I just became judge and jury.
You got that trophy already?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm getting trophies for murder.
That's what I'm doing. I'm walking around the different planets and just doing side missions constantly right now, just so I can get some more passive abilities. I think I'm already at level 25.
Point of entry established. Harvesting data from compromised network. Warning. Hostile.
What are you, like,
units
level 10?
inbound.
16 now.
16?
Mm-hmm. I think so. 16 or 14.
Not counting your death staff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that thing you have is just a walking death staff. By the way, if you enjoy the podcast, do subscribe or blah 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 blah. I know I always do the blah 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 blah. I know that's probably gonna become a joke, just like my train. Speaking of which, where is my train? I haven't heard the train yet. Huh. It always pops up when I stream. I guess I'm purging chaos, dirty turncoats, and a bunch of xenomorphs. Well, they look like xenomorphs. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know if they know about Ruby. Tenro? Quite frankly, I figured that would have been on your channel. I don't know much on,
Wait, are you talking to me?
no, commenter. Tenro asked, when is the Ruby one come out? Topic 1. Yeah. That's a podcast that I think would do better on your channel. I've still got to do the Lord of the Rings ones too. That's gonna be funny, because this setting has also Valdar, or is it Vandar?
Warning. Enemy response teams nearby. nearby. Prepare for contact.
And plus, remember, Volume 4 burnt me. Or 5.
Hmm.
Ah, yes, Libra, you're back. Now I can ask the million-dollar question about the KFC console. So, if it allowed you to put in PS5 games, or I mean PS4 games, and all the ones that were censored and just automatically uncensored them, would you buy it?
Oh, I buy it.
You put it in there, any PS4 game that was
Censored. There'd be
Censored.
lawsuits up the ass.
it just decensors them. It gives you the Switch version or whatever version that was uncensored.
That'd be great.
I'm actually afraid YouTube is taking down my live streams. Oh, dude, YouTube's being an ass to me even, so. What about that, Tenro? YouTube's being corporate.
That's YouTube.
It's actually kind of funny how I'm getting mixed up with like the Kioma and Kyo constantly. I'm like, ooh, which one are we gonna go and buy? You're actually one of the very few people I know that can pronounce that properly. I've had so many people I know who's like, what the hell is this, Kyo? I'm like, it's Kyo. How can you say the freaking, what is it, the Kylo thing so easy, but you can't say Kyo?
Duh.
Ah, damn, Tenro.
I wonder what this machine does.
Accessing hostile network. Data siphon protocols initiated. Warning, enemy response teams nearby. Prepare.
By the
for
way, I
contact.
got an interesting discussion next time we stream. You know, we should talk about that indie development thing. Or the indie
Oh, wait, that'd be a great topic. Yeah, we were talking about Star Wars and stuff that, but we keep deviating. We talk about Star Wars and we bounce to a different subject because John likes to decide to. G-Bane brought the funny chicken console, and I can't keep memeing it because it's funny. It's a KFC bucket. Was that
We'll
deliberate?
definitely talk about the indie games though next time, or next time we stream.
Next
That would-
podcast, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I'm wondering if that was a deliberate design choice just so they could get publicity. Unless they so they can get publicity or something, they go, oh my gosh, they're things.
Okay. I'll be back.
Oh no, Terminator reference.
I'll be back.
Like, manage your. You guys gotta manage without me. Like, I'm leaving the house for a bit.
Oh, don't worry, I was gonna end the stream in a few minutes anyway.
All right.
Come on, catch a fish.
You're fishing in which game?
He's 8.
Ah. Okay, so I might supposed to get there until they take that down.
There we go.
Oh. Well, that's a shame, Tenro. Why don't you make an announcement and just announce, send some of your fans this way, that way you can watch the tortureness that I'll have to go through by playing DDD.
What's he saying?
Get your computer out!
Oh, come on.
Nope.
I'm playing.
I don't make exceptions. Or pull your phone out. remember, I have to actually manage and all that stuff, so fun.
Or take a sneak peek. Well, since I got that HDR or that high definition recorder thing, I can show the trophies that are unable to be shown on the PS5 for some reason.
Wait, you got a high definition recorder?
Yeah, that's the thing I used for the cat video. Surprised you didn't notice. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a camera. I didn't realize it was a caption thing.
No, it's an actual camera.
Oh.
Yeah. He's afraid of making YouTube videos. Why? What's going on?
I have no clue. I'm the neutral party.
If people are talking about that stupid DMCA bill, somebody went through it and it has nothing to do with anything. So I don't know why people are freaking out over that.
Even if it got passed, like, it's not like they can come door to door bashing everybody in. That's what I point out to everybody. I was like, do you think all your popos have to
From when I heard the voting on the bill actually got stopped, they postponed it. So there you go. They already postponed it.
And live streams you're gonna stop on. Well, that's not good, but
Ouch. Freaking neck. I do Among Us. What's so controversial about Among Us?
yeah, what's wrong with Among Us? That makes no sense either. No offense, Tenro. I might get copyright striked.
Oh yeah, this guy's talking about the thing that's going on with Twitch apparently.
Quite honestly, I could get copyright straight for this shit. Do I look like I care?
No, apparently Twitch is kind of getting stupid now.
Twitch has always been stupid.
He gets strike for for a copy, even though he's literally singing and he's using his own instrument. He gets a copyright strike for it. Wow.
Do you want to hear the dumbest copyright strike I've ever seen? It happened to an AnyTuber, and it was hilarious.
What was it?
It was snowing, and he took a camcorder out of his backyard, and he lives in, I think, Tennessee or something, like where it's really cold. Or, yeah, it's Tennessee, and it snowed down there, like, this is a few years ago, and they copy striked him. He had no music up there. He goes, "Look at my backyard, so beautiful white." And he got a copy strike straight. He goes, "Why are you copyright striking me, YouTube? Do you own my property? Do you own crickets?"
By the way, this Ian guy, the thing going on Twitch has nothing to do with the bill. So I don't know why he's trying to click two and two together. It has nothing to do with that. It's just Twitch is being stupid.
Well, it's because of the DMCA law. That law thing hasn't been updated in forever. It was created practically during the inception of the internet. I could go on about that stupid thing for quite a few hours. But
Yeah,
that,
trust me, every people that actually fully read the bill, it said nowhere where you can somehow accidentally go to jail for copyright, and you can't go to jail for copyright for stuff in the game. That's just stupid.
it would be like for basically the ones that would be hammered for it would basically be like if you're a pirater.
Yeah, that's what the bill is trying to stop, is people streaming illegal stuff from torrents that would get you in trouble. Not, oh, suddenly there's copyright music in the game, you're gonna go to jail for it. No, that's dumb. Nowhere in the bill said that.
Oops, nope, I want my helmet. Yeah.
"2021 Twitch bankrupt."
Can I do a video about this subject, Tenro?
What? You know, let's see what it was.
No, he asked me. That's a question directed towards me, Libra. He asked, can I do a video? They basically asked, can I do a video on this subject in general? Why
I
do you
mean,
want?
go ahead. I mean, if you feel like going for it, I mean, feel free.
I don't really care too much. The problem is, what do you want me to say that hasn't been said? We'll be beating a dead horse. We've talked about it several times on the podcast, so this is one of those things where.
By the way, the Among Us, whatever controversy with the Among Us, it's not that deep where you're gonna get in trouble for it.
If any, see what they've got, John and I got with basically were those copyright claims. You know what I mean? You, Libra, got what's called a strike for your Wolfenstein party. There we go. Well, first, I hate the fact that I even have to censor the people of Wolfenstein, the main villains of Wolfenstein. That's what got you, and their main song. Although I really wish it was a woman, though. That it got to use that woman's picture and played that song, and it would have been funnier. Could you imagine that? That main, evil woman from Wolfenstein, and you playing the song on that?
They might have not come after me then.
But no, and then they got you that way. That'd be hilarious. You know that, right?
And my live stream got taken down because remote duel ?
Oh, the one with that annoying, that one person that I had the disagreement with. I don't understand the circumstances behind that one. So, yeah.
By the way, who disliked your video?
I don't know.
Who's disliking the stream?
I have no clue, nor do I care. I do this for your entertainment, as I said in the... Why do I do YouTube?
No, my latest one. What's your latest one?
Was that the one with us, Tenro?
I didn't see anywhere.
When you split with what's-her-face to go, or his face, to go play that game, and then they got you down that way, is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, we need a clarification.
Because that's the last time I talked to you via a remote thing. Was with you and Lost doing that, so... Because, bit of a regular on those.
I wish
Yes,
I had
that one.
experience in...
Yes, that.
Oh. Oh, that one. Oh.
Well, you never really specified exactly what happened. I mean, it was like you got cut off. You got a claim because of that one?
Well, at least the claim's better than an actual strike. You
Yeah.
don't want a strike. At least a claim, it's like, okay, I can still upload a strike as when they like ban you for a certain amount of weeks.
Yeah, they sit you in jail for 2 turns and without your money. We'll use Monopoly analogy.
Mark a bunker for an aerial strike. The target is reinforced by
And you're just going, what the heck? I was gonna make gold by satire content. You mean I can't collect 200?
the bunker. All this, taking it in stride single-handedly. Over seemingly pointless intrigue.
I just don't get it. It's satire. I wasn't offending nobody. That's all I'm gonna say. I wasn't offending nobody.
I only gave you the Count Dankula reference because that was possibly it. It's not like it's that other one. Which,
Me and Yu-Gi-Oh! Tried and failed utterly.
yeah, well, me, Yukio, and I myself didn't seem to actually mesh together, but,
I was gonna say something about Ruby, but we deviated. I wish I had experience with Ruby. The only thing I know about is what Screw Attack said about it, and I know there's games about Ruby, but I never.
yeah, a stream on Ruby is like,
Ruby.
I was like, that's why I told Tinra, I was like, I don't think we all know Ruby that well.
RWBY. I know what Ruby that is.
No, I said I don't think we know the show that well to do a stream on one. Main. I don't know.
Should I read the next sentence? Should I read the next sentence?
I've read them all. I'm still playing and reading at the same time.
Looks like you're doing very well in that game.
You kidding me? I've powered up my Juggernaut armor. I am carrying a Thunder Hammer. That is the name of this weapon, the Thunder Hammer.
Look at that damage. Wow.
Well, he's a kid. Yeah, I know he's a kid. Not holding it against him. It's just that was not the right day to make those kind of comments. I ain't got no beef with the kid.
That's the comment I didn't want to read, but you read it.
Well, it's because I remember that stream pretty clearly because that was the stream first time I ever beat Lost Chi. He usually likes to curb stomp me.
A bigger version of MJ.
Molnir? Molnir.
Oh, Molnir. Oh, okay. Molnir.
Yep. It's like a bigger version of Molnir, except it's held with 2 hands. See? See that?
Yeah, but I have no experience with Ruby. I really don't.
I don't think
I might check out the games eventually, but until I get some full experience with Ruby, I really can't talk about it.
I think you could watch it on YouTube for free by Rooster Teeth. I know they have them like the whole volumes for free right now, but you have to watch it with ads. But there's a thing called Ad Block, so you can watch it that way, possibly.
The problem is I have so much in my back catalog. That's the problem. Like, gaming is more priority than watching anime.
Hey,
The only
I have no
exception was
problem with
the Goblin Slayer because, you know, I really wanted to see it, and once I saw it, I'm like, okay, watch the next one, watch the next one, watch the next one.
Rising of the Shield Hero is another one I would recommend if you liked Goblin Slayer. And what's coming out, redo of a healer. You remember the first episode of Goblin Slayer?
Yes.
You remember the first episode of Rising of the Hero, what he was accused of? Mix those two up and crank it up to a 10. That's going to be redo of a healer. I've read the source material.
Man.
It's messed up. I'll tell you what
There's
some of
two
the
things from that name: the Spartan armor from Halo and Thor's hammer. Oh, cool.
You did a short work of that one, Inquisitor.
By the way, Hologram, are you sure you ain't getting nightmares about my trap girls?
Please don't bring up the trap girls. I actually saw one of those cars on sale the other day. It's that stupid...
Which one? The Dynea?
It's the XYZ one I saw on sale the other day. That when I was usually looking for my car. Yes, the one that you like to summon on the field. Giant litters. No.
Oh, it's too fun to tease. I actually had a nice back and forth with Lost G, and I wish his connection didn't disconnect. I really wanted to find out if I won that one or not.
That's going to be a bit of a meme probably at his channel, just like how China is a bit of a mine.
They're having dreams about me. Them having evil thoughts. Oh, you're so funny. Oh, I hope when Lost G streams again, I get a chance to finally do that match with the Great Keeper. I wanted to know if I won, damn it. He gave me such a good back and forth for that deck. Like I was actually fun.
You guys were having each other run for each other's money.
It was great. And then his internet had a crap. I was like, oh come on. And then it's like, oh, have to call it a draw.
If always gets called a draw.
I got to mention that comment. Oh man, that was a good one though. I should what I should do is I need to go on the program and I want to test Melodious Diva.
Yeah, well, I'm about to click off my in the stream in just a second. As soon as I find out if I won anything for the Imperium. Oh man. Okay, nothing's won. Well, this is the end of this podcast. Hope to see you all some other time. Also, reviews should drop tomorrow as well, like 2 more, and then like ones won't appear until like the 2nd. Well, then have fun.
See you, Holo.
See ya.